Well, I thank the good gentleman from Maryland for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise to speak in support of the First Amendment free speech rights of pro-life pregnancy centers across the nation. I want to thank my colleagues, Congressman Andy Harris, as well as Congressman Doug LaMalfa, for leading this special order this evening. Mr. Speaker, our Declaration of Independence proclaims that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are God-given rights of all people. If we truly believe that, then we must be consistent that the right to life is inherent for every person, born or unborn. National Institute of Family and Life Advocates v. Becerra is a case before the Supreme Court that centers on the right of free speech of pro-life licensed medical centers. Under California state law, these centers are forced to violate their conscience objections and post written advertisements for free or low-cost abortions subsidized by the state. I would ask, what could be more deeply offensive to any person who shares the strongly held belief that abortion takes innocent lives? I believe that this unjust law violates First Amendment protections under our Constitution, and the ramifications of this court decision will be felt across the nation. There are nearly a dozen crisis pregnancy centers in central Washington state, and most are in the 4th Congressional District, which I represent. Life Choices Pregnancy Center in Yakima, which I recently visited, is a pregnancy medical center that provides pregnancy testing, medical consultation, STD testing, and adoption referrals for expecting mothers. Crisis pregnancy centers exist to support mothers, fathers, and their children. Many provide free material resources for young families and ongoing parental support. These centers exist to further the progress and protection of innocent life. I signed onto the amicus brief supporting the NIFLA with more than 140 colleagues because states do not have the right to force private individuals or entities to compel speech that violates their conscience. I'm proud of the House of Representatives' work to protect the sanctity of life, such as the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, which I supported to ensure that children who survive an abortion or an attempted abortion are given proper medical treatment. Today, I stand with my colleagues to be a voice for the voiceless and to stand for the right of free speech of all who believe in the sanctity of life. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield the balance of my